Hi YouTube, this is Julian Bradley. Today I'm going to talk about open and closed chord voicings. So these are closed voicings, probably what you're used to playing most of the time. C, E, G, even if you're playing jazz extensions, that's still a closed voicing, because what you're playing is a stack of thirds without any gaps in between. Okay, these are all closed voicings. So the closed voicing is fine for the mid-range and the upper range, because our ears are most sensitive to this range and we can easily distinguish the three notes even though they're quite close together. But when you get down to the lower range, it becomes really muddy and it's hard to distinguish the notes. So this is where open voicings are useful in this lower register. What an open voicing is where you skip every other note. So if we're playing a C major, play the C, skip the E, play the G, skip the C, and play the E. It's a nice strong open voicing. For C minor. Okay. D minor, E minor, F major. Okay. It also works well for inverted chords. So if we take C major, the first inversion, if we now build the chord off the E, the third, play the E, skip the G, play the C, skip the E, and play the G. Okay, so it sounds just as nice, and the inversions are good for voice leading. Means you don't have to jump round playing in root position all the time. Sounds good on minors and majors. Okay, so that's how it works with triads, nice and simple, nothing complicated about that. Now let's look at how it might apply to jazz chords, starting with sevenths. So it's not really any different. Say we've got C major 7, start with the open voicing that I've just showed you, and then following on from the E, let's skip a note, G, and then we've got nice open voicing, 2 notes in each hand. Now let's say we want to make that a C dominant 7. Just play a B flat on top, keep the E natural. Now let's say we want to play a C minor 7. Just make the E natural and E flat. Okay. Let's look at some more complicated extended chords. So that's a stack of thirds, that's a C minor 11 chord. How could we play that as an open voicing? Okay, start with the C, skip the E flat, play the G, skip the B flat, play the D. And now instead of carrying on that pattern, let's play an E flat, skip the G, B flat, skip the D, F. So you play the 1, skip the 3, play the 5, skip the 7, play the 9, and then we're going to stop that pattern and we're going to start building again from this minor third, the E flat. Play the 3rd, skip the 5th, play the 7th, skip the 9th, and play the 11th. So that's a lovely voicing, used a lot by Kenny Barron. So that's a voicing for a minor 11 chord, what if we want to make it a major 11? Just play E natural, B natural and F sharp. Minor, major. And last of all, you can combine the two voicings. This is a Herbie Hancock voicing for a minor 9 chord. So what we've got in the left hand, C, G, E flat. That's an open voicing for a C minor triad. Then on top, he's just got a B flat triad in second inversion, but it's in closed position. So what he's done, he's played the open voicing in the lower region where it gets muddy, and then he's added a nice strong closed position triad. Our hearing's stronger and we can hear each note easily. So here are the voicings I've shown you so far. Triads. Then the open voicings for 7th chords. I've also included a minor 6th here. And lastly, open voicings for 11th chords. It works really nicely in classical music as well, and it's great for arrangement. So anytime you find yourself voicing chords in the low register, I suggest you use open voicings and then save the closed voicings for the higher register. This occurs all the time in classical music. You often get the trombones playing wider intervals, and then trumpet and brass playing closed position triads. So here's a piece by Handel I'm going to play. I'm going to play it using open voicings. Thanks for watching. This is Julian Bradley. Check out my other videos on jazz, piano and harmony, and post any questions you have below the video.